coverage of the National Football League is on the air. Today, after a crazy opening weekend, it's on to week 2. We are pleased, as always, to be bringing you coverage of the National Football League on EA Sports. Today, after a crazy opening weekend, it's on to week 2, and we've got a good one here between the Cleveland Browns and the Washington Commanders. Two teams here, each off to 1-0 starts as this one is underway on EA Sports. And they're going to mark that where it went out of bounds, so really good starting field position up past the 40-yard line. They'll start by running the option to the right. And he's going to bowl his way forward to the 48. He'll pick up 7 there on the first down keeper.
Well, this defense for the Commanders is terrific last week in the season opening victory.
I have to admit, I was extremely impressed by what I saw on tape because they stayed in the face of the quarterback the entire game, ended up getting 4 sacks total, and made it difficult for them to step up and find receivers downfield. Also made it hard for them to escape the pocket and run.
They'll get 3 as the drive continues. It's a first down.
Now that's the way to do it. Hand it to someone with vision and good footwork and add a little bit of power, and you find a way to pick up first downs.
On first down, it's Watson. He's going to go for a big play downfield. Got a man, it's caught inside the 10. A big play that time for Cleveland. And even 40 yards.
Well, things are looking pretty darn good on this first drive, aren't they? Came right out, set the tone, this time with a big pass play.
And if the peek behind the curtain that they gave us or their game plan, I don't think that's going to be the last one we see.
I think you're exactly right about that.
And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. But a nice little gain. A good red zone run there, 9 yards. And it'll be second and goal.
That's a great run right there on first down. Didn't quite get into the end zone, but now you've set yourself up for at least 2, maybe 3 more shots from close range.
Now Watson going to sneak it, and he'll get in. He's over for the touchdown. Deshaun Watson His 4th touchdown on the year. And the Browns are on the board first here this afternoon. Extra point by York is up and good. And it's now a 7-0 game. York ready, and here we go as he sends this one away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line.
Come on. Hey! Bronco switch.
They'll start on the ground with Gibson. And he's going to be dropped following a pickup of 7 past the 30 to the 32. He was well over 100 yards last week. He told us this week, a little ambitious, that he wants to hit that 200 mark. We'll see.
Makes sense, though, doesn't it? Have we ever run into a running back that had a great game the week before that didn't think that's just going to naturally continue? Just make sure you feed me the football. And that's what they're all about. Continuity, rhythm, number of carries. Just keep giving it to him.
That's a nice run right there, able to get to the outside. And so many times defenses say, okay, we got you hemmed in. But if you're running the football, at least you know where everyone is coming from. You don't have to worry about the backside at all. That allows you to run with a little bit more confidence as you traverse down the field.
On 1st and 10, it's Gibson. Oh, he's got a little daylight. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. 15 yards the pickup. 1st down, Washington. You were telling me this yesterday. That's exactly what they want to do on the opening drive, establish the ground game.
Yeah, remember our conversation? We were talking about what one of the GMs in the league has told me repeatedly. It's a big man's game, and it's not necessarily size. He's talking about playing some big boy football. Line up, get leverage, knock people back, and establish the run early.
Another nice gain, 13 yards that time, and another 1st down. So after several rushes to start the game, Charles, they go to the air there and get a nice completion.
Nice mix-up on the play calling, right? Establish the running game, make the defense think you're going to do it again, and then hit them over the top. Now you've got them betwixt and between. They don't know which way you're going to come at them.
And now a throw on 1st down there, but it's incomplete.
They had their backs up against the wall a little bit, and they come through by forcing an incompletion. Now they've got to continue to ratchet up the intensity a couple of more times and get off the field before giving up any more yardage.
So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on 1st down.
Check contact.
To throw, Huntley sliding out of the pocket. This pass complete to McLaurin going across the middle. And they're going to move it down inside the 25.
It's a game of matchups, and that's why you take your receivers and move them around a bunch, especially your best guys. And when they work out of the slot, you often hear the coaches talk about how great it is because it gives you a two-way go. You can break out or you...
Nowhere to turn this time, and he goes down. Sacked back at the 29. Multiple players combined for their team's 1st sack of the game. And this is not going to be anywhere close. No good. Way wide to the left. And this will stay at a 7-point game. So on 4th and 1, the decision is, hey, let's take 3. But lo and behold, they'll come away with nothing.
Yeah, it's a disappointing outcome, isn't it? Especially since you know that offense didn't want to come off the field. And now not only do they not get the chance to go for it, they don't get the 3 points either.
And he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up.
Well, any lane that might have been open there was closed pretty quickly, and that was because the defensive front, they won that battle at the point of attack at the line of scrimmage. They used great leverage, held their spot, and stacked him up.
And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. It'll go down as a 2-yard loss, and it brings up a 3rd down.
The job of any linebacker involves having enough strength to fight off a blocker and get the ball carriers, but in this case, I think we can safely say he beat him right off the snap to get into the backfield and make that play.
Throwing on 3rd down, Watson. And this one is incomplete.
And this is what you want to see from a defense. Give up an opening drive touchdown, that's fine. But how about them going back out there, recommitting themselves to the task at hand
and forcing a 3-and-out and giving the ball back to their offense.
And this works out well as it'll kick out of bounds at the 11-yard line.
Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense.
And they were in field goal range last time out, but couldn't connect.
And it's early in the game, so I don't think that the confidence just goes entirely out of, running your kicker back out there. But let's face it, some coaches have a little bit less patience for that than others. Let's see if they call the game differently now in terms of what they do on drives and not try and settle for field goals.
After 7-0 on EA Sports.
Here's a little touch pass as they tap it quickly to their receiver.
And the second wave of tacklers is going to get him as they stop him behind the line.
Well, I think the hope is, with a touch pass like that, maybe you catch the defense off guard, but they were all over that one.
And it is the kind of play that works better against certain defenses, and this clearly was the wrong one to run into. Really nice job getting him down behind the line of scrimmage.
Hey, let's go!
Huntley to throw.
And he whips that one incomplete there.
From the snap, he certainly looked like he knew where he wanted to go with the ball, but surprise, that guy was covered. So that took his attention elsewhere to no avail.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on third down.
Here's Huntley.
Open man is Kyle Pitts, his tight end, finding room at midfield. And they've got it well across midfield down to the 40 before it's all said and done. Able to convert on 3rd and 14, a terrific play call.
And that might be exactly what they needed to wake up this home crowd. They haven't given them much to cheer for so far, and never underestimate the effect the home crowd with you can have on a game.
So the big play moves them all the way across midfield to the 40 now for 1st and 10. They'll look to throw again. There goes a deep ball, end zone. And this is incomplete. Oh, that looked like a sure 6 points, but he could not get that to stick, and that is a golden opportunity wasted there.
The offense schemed going 5 wide, trying to create a chance for the big shot, and they took it. If he comes down with that one, that's a huge offensive swing. But credit the defense with a nice play, knocking that one away.
On 2nd down, a run with Gibson.
And the lane closes up quickly as he'll get about 3 down to the 38. Pretty good little 2-play sequence there. You force the incompletion, then a very short pickup.
Yeah, now maybe you bring in an extra defensive back or two because you want to try and defend on 3rd down. They like to play those nickel or sub packages, don't they?
Here's play number 7 on the drive. This is 3rd and 7. Off the play fake.
Huntley. Able to connect with Dotson. And he's going to have a Commanders 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
As an unbiased observer, I think it would have been interesting to see what they would have done if they hadn't gotten the 1st down there. But since they did, I guess the point is moot.
And they're right there in that middle ground, field goal range, punt, go for it. But as you said, they picked it up. And he takes it in. Touchdown, Washington.
Antonio Gibson.
His 1st touchdown of the new season.
And the Commanders are an extra point away now from tying this ball game. The extra point by Sly is up and good.
And we are tied at 7. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Browns drive about to get started.
And Charles, a very uninspired effort the last time we saw them out there. It was a quick 3 and out, and they punted the football.
Yeah, and you never want to get stopped so soundly during a series, but what would be even worse now is letting it happen again right here. They've got to get going.
Officially no gain on the play, and it's 2nd down.
The running lanes have definitely not been there for him here in the first half, and I don't think it's all been his fault. His offensive line hasn't given him much space. A loss results there.
To throw is Watson. And that'll fall incomplete. He was hit just as he let that go. And now it's 3rd down.
To this point, I've been impressed with the work defensively. They have not allowed a lot of receivers to run free. And there's another example, another incompletion.
Back to throw, Watson. And that is incomplete.
They certainly thought he had an open look beyond the first down marker to his receiver, but they just couldn't connect, and that will send them back to the drawing board.
And now we'll see punter Tyler Newsome.
We'll call that a punt of 38 yards officially.
And it will be Washington football now with a 1st and 10.
The Washington offense at the line and ready to roll. That last drive, it was a good mix. Run, pass, defense on their toes.
And what really helps out in a big way is when you're doing the run-pass mix and everything's working, that means that they're guessing wrong every time on defense. They think you're going to pass when you run and vice versa. I would continue that, and when they finally draw a beat on you, maybe you mix it up a little bit, a little play action, and throw the ball.
And will they maintain that balance? Time to find out. And able to get this one all the way up to about the 46-yard line.
85 yards rushing for him as he has been tough to stop here this first half.
So much of the game today, we're looking for hybrid players, guys who can do a combination of jobs. And anyone who plays a strong safety position, now more than ever, is a hybrid-type player. Half defensive back that covers passes and half linebacker that makes tackles. We just saw the linebacker make that play.
And he gets us to the other side of midfield across the 45 before going out. 2nd catch for him today, and it'll wind up a 1st down.
We often hear the phrase sure-handed tight ends, and he certainly fits into that category. Plus, he's got a quarterback who knows to look his way when they need a big pickup. And on this play, he finds it for the 1st down.
Ready.
Now a play fake here on 1st down. Looking left sideline, but it's incomplete.
That was an interesting look there because as soon as he got outside the pocket, I thought he was going to take off and run for yardage. But what often happens now with these quarterbacks who can move, defenses want to try and keep bodies in front of them. And I think that discouraged him from taking off and made him try a pass downfield that fell incomplete.
And 2nd and 10, he'll look to throw again. And he's taken down. This will be a Brown sack.
Multiple defenders getting home there for a loss of 11.
And for the Browns, a nickel set here on 3rd down. Looking to throw. Huntley. Under pressure, they got him again. In for the sack, Myles Garrett. Now the Browns will use the first of their 3 timeouts. So as they take it over, we step aside.
Tress Way on 4th down is sent out to punt.
He was only asked to punt once in the victory last week as he sends this one away. Not good at all. Punt of just 24 yards there. And the Browns will take over 1st and 10. Good starting field position for them here as they come up 1st and 10 at their own 37. Watson. And Davis has it over the middle. And getting this just shy of midfield, they'll spot it at the 49. Nice way to start the drive, a gain of 12 and a first down.
Here's Chubb on the read option.
And they're going to stop him right at the line of scrimmage. Just no cutback lane to be found whatsoever. 2nd and 10. Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again 2nd and 10. Now a throw here going to be taken in by the tight end Njoku. And they're going to have another first down here as the tackle's made at Washington's 41-yard line. Up the middle, it's Chubb. And he'll manage to pick up about 4 at 2nd down.
And that was a quality play to start a new set of downs. That was simply an offensive line winning the battle up front and winning it in a big way and giving their guy in the backfield a nice lane to hit.
Watson's throw pulled in by Schwartz.
Now the Browns signal for the second of their timeouts as they stop it with 16 seconds to go in half number 1. So 1st and 10 now from the 30. Here's Watson.
And he's going to have the hook up to Schwartz.
And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. Another first down as they call his number again. He's got 15 yards here. From the red zone now, Watson.
Going out wide, finds Chubb.
And offensively, they'll take the timeout with 6 seconds left in the second quarter.
And that's a good job there by the corner. It's a lot that a lot of corners see their job is simply covering receivers. Tackling isn't everyone's thing. But in this case, he came up quickly and made a nice, sure tackle.
Looking to throw again on 2nd down. Watson. And he's wrapped up. Taken down. Back at the 25. So a touchdown apiece. That's what we have to show at halftime as they head to the locker room. 7-7 our score. As we get you down the coast to Orlando for Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach. Welcome back. Charles and I settled into the booth ready for quarter number 3. Set and ready to go for the second half. 1 touchdown apiece. 7-7 our score. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback.
Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. Well, the first half, very even. I mean, really, in all facets, this ball game tied, Charles. So as we start the third quarter, curious to see what the second half brings us.
Certainly am. I'm with you on that one. And we all know a lot of coaches from the NFL all the way down to the Pee-wee level. They love to spin it to their teams. Hey, we're starting a brand new, shorter ball game. It's all even. Let's go out and seize it. This is ours.
On first down, right back to Gibson.
And nothing much materializing there on the first down run. He'll get a couple, and that's it.
Certainly a nice job there by the defense rallying to the football and getting him on the ground. But I think the play gets made by the defensive front. Because if they can't get upfield, their job is to go ahead and get low, almost get into a ball sometimes, stack things up, and make it difficult for the runner to find a hole.
And they're going to get this up to midfield.
Okay, so now the question, how did he get that wide open?
Well, we both know that he
shouldn't, because from the time they handed out scouting reports before this game, he was circled, starred, everything. Find him, cover him. But sometimes you can scheme a guy open. You put the receivers in a bunch. Maybe you move some motion. Maybe you put them on the backside of a formation, and all of a sudden you've got a better matchup. Every now and then, the offensive guys, they figure a way to get him open, even with everyone keeping eyes on him.
And that's certainly a guy they want to keep trying to scheme open. A give up the middle to Gibson. And not a whole lot of room to operate there on the first down run. He gets maybe 3. A 2nd and 7 with our score tied at 7. But they're planning to change that soon. Only question, will they get 3 years? And he's going to be taken down here. A sack back at the 32. Breaking through to drop him. That's Perrion Winfrey.
And this dominant defensive performance continued on that play. This poor quarterback has not received the protection he needs and has had to pick himself up off the turf far too often.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. This to McLaurin out on the left side. And he'll be out of bounds about a half to a full yard shy of the 5. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
And that could be one of those turning point plays in a ball game. A field goal gets you the lead here, but they want to make a statement and get 6 points. And they're certainly going to get that opportunity as they get the conversion and set up 1st and goal.
They'll run with Gibson. And he's able to get it down to the 2-yard line. Give him 4 on the carry there at 2nd and goal.
And Brad, they went to a nickel defense, and that's a surprise this close to the goal line, because ordinarily you use the back end of the end zone, the sidelines as extra defenders, and you want bigger people on the field to try and help against the run.
From the 2 now, 2nd and goal. And he'll take this into the end zone. Touchdown, Washington.
Tyler Huntley
Scoring on the 2-yard keeper.
And the Commanders have taken the lead as they go right down the field and score on the opening drive of the 2nd half.
An extra point by Sly is up and good. And that makes the score 14-7. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away.
Fields it right around the goal line. And he'll take it up past the 25 to the 26-yard line.
The Browns drive about to get started.
Well, Charles, you and I said in intermission, feels like we're set up for a good second half. Well, the other side scored. Now it's up to them to answer. How do they respond here with their first drive of the second half?
Well, bottom line is they just saw the ball go in the end zone against their defense, and they saw what good offense looks like. They believe they've got a good offense as well. Run the best plays you've got to the top performers you have and try to move that ball down the field for an answering score.
So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. A first carry now for Kareem Hunt. And this will leave him a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on 1st down.
That was a good run, and it got to the 2nd level. And what I mean by that is that's where the linebackers usually play. First level being the defensive front, last level being the secondary. But the strong safety position ended up making the tackle, and oftentimes we call them a hybrid. Combination defensive back, combination linebacker. We saw the linebacker make the stop.
Now a throw downfield is taken in by his running back. And he goes down, but not before getting this inside the 25. A gain of 28 yards there and give him a 1st down. Now Watson. And he went nowhere. He'll lose yardage back to the 29. A completion, yes, but certainly not what they wanted. A loss of a full 6 yards.
Well, I know it goes against the instincts of the person catching the ball because all you're ever taught is catch the football, don't drop it.
But drop it there.
Yeah, in that situation, dropping it would have been better. End up losing yardage, even though they completed the pass.
As good as a sack.
Yeah, how about that? Although they won't get the same credit for it, and it won't help them at contract time.
They get just a yard back there, and now they'll be looking at a tough 3rd and 15.
A tall task ahead of him here, needing a full 15 yards to move the chains.
3rd and long. It's Watson. Got his man complete over the middle. That's Hunt. And he's going to be marked down short of the first down, right around the 17. Here we go on 4th. Watson. And it's caught. And he'll be brought down on what's going to turn out to be the final play of this 3rd quarter. So a moment to catch our collective breath after the 4th down conversion. We'll return with more after this break. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. A looming decision to make on the conversion, down 7, but first things first, they need to score as they come up on 1st and goal.
Chubb is in. Touchdown, Cleveland. We are set up for a fantastic finish now. A 4th quarter touchdown here. We're an extra point away from a tie football game.
And I know they're thinking about possibly going for 2, but I'd go ahead and kick this one and just get it back to level.
York now for the extra point.
And no sweat. He puts it through, and we are tied here in the 4th. This one tied at 14 now as he sends this one away. Well, he thought about coming out, but instead he does go down to a knee, and he'll bring the football out to the 25. The Washington offense at the line and ready to roll.
They no longer have the lead after that last touchdown, all tied up in the 4th quarter. And a chance for this offense to mount a potential game-winning drive right here. 118 yards rushing for him now as he has been tremendous all day long.
Well, partner, I know this type of running back. I mean, this size, this intensity usually gets better as the game goes on. I can just tell you from experience, the first few quarters, oh, you're eager. You come running up there, I'm going to tackle this guy. By the 4th quarter, you're coming up and thinking about it.
And D-line wearing down 4th quarter. Yeah, that's not a guy they want to see consistently.
Oh, they're going to run a little pop pass here.
And he'll do a nice job here just to fight his way back to the line of scrimmage.
A nice play design there with a touch pass. Looked good at the start, but bottom line, the defense was ready.
And they did a nice job scouting, didn't they? Not just scouting, but now executing once they saw the play for real after having worked on it all week in practice. They drilled on the play, then they drilled him.
A 2nd down pass play there, but it's incomplete. Just a little beyond the reach there of his receiver. That's probably one he wishes he had back.
He wishes it had been 7-on-7 in practice, or maybe even routes versus air, because that's a completion he makes, what, 9.9 times out of 10? Just missed that one.
The offense on 3rd down, they've converted 4 times out of 6. Not bad. This is 3rd and 10. Operating from the gun, Huntley. And he finds McLaurin. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. He's now just 3 yards shy of 197 yards receiving on the contest and a first down.
And partner, in a tie game in the fourth quarter, you and I both know in the NFL, that's when you lean on your stars, and he came through with a nice catch right there.
And this is going to be intercepted. Picked up by Denzel Ward. And the Browns are going to take possession here at their own 47-yard line.
Well, I get what he was trying to do. He was moving to his right and trying to shift the coverage, but instead he shifted the coverage also to the right and threw right into it for an interception.
A run there on first down and a pretty good one at 5 yards, so make it 2nd and 5.
If you're a coach, you'll absolutely take that run every time on first down because it really sets you up to go in a number of directions here on 2nd.
The first down run got 5. Here's 2nd and 5. They run it again with Chubb. And he's going to be stopped close to the first down marker at Washington's 12-yard line. It's 43-yard line. After a gain of 5, they'll wind up being about a length of the football short here on 3rd down. Here's Watson. And this is going to be intercepted. Picked off by Cole Holcomb. And the Commanders are going to get the football here at their own 40-yard line. Well, we say it often, Charles, but not all interceptions are created equally, and that is a big one here in a tie ball game in the fourth quarter.
And, Brandon, when games are this close, it usually comes down to the team making the fewest mistakes, and that was one of our mantras back at Tennessee. Coach Majors used to say all the time, the team making the fewest mistakes will win. You've got to cut those down to give yourself an opportunity.
Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. Here's a throw out wide, complete to his running back right side. And they've got it well across midfield down to the 40 before it's all said and done. Great way to start the drive. 20 big ones and a first down.
We can talk all we want about football being a game of strength and brawn. It's also a game of mismatches, and they're trying to create one there, getting it to their back out of the backfield to make a bigger play.
As we often say, get it to him in space, let him use his leg.
Yeah, if he can get a matchup against a linebacker or maybe a defensive end dropping out in a zone blitz, he's going to win that battle just about every time.
On the counter, Gibson. On a nice burst there as he'll take this inside the 30 to the 28-yard line. 130 yards rushing for him now as his sensational afternoon continues.
Another carry for their leader and a good one. It's crunch time. They'll need him to continue to be productive in both the run and passing game in order for them to try and snatch a victory.
Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on first down. Off play action. Huntley. Firing quickly, but it's incomplete.
Nice progress down the field was halted by that incompletion. They could try for some safe yards here to get things moving again, or keep throwing it and pushing it downfield to try and pick up bigger yardage.
Straight ahead, Gibson. They do get a yard there, but only a yard. Leaves them with 3rd and 9 looming. Now the Browns will use the first of their 3 timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this. It looks like a nickel set now for the Browns on 3rd down. Off the play fake. Huntley. They'll roll him out right. He's got his pass. Oh, no, he lost the football. But this will get out of bounds, so possession will stay the same. Thankfully for the offense, a fortuitous bounce there on the fumble goes out of bounds because they're down here in the red zone. You don't want to lose one there.
You don't want to lose one, and the best part,
Because it went out of bounds, they retained possession, still have an opportunity to put points on the board.
From the 13 now, they work on 1st and 10. And here's a give to Gibson.
And he'll fight his way down right around the 12. Tackle made there by Myles Garrett. Now the Browns signal for the second of their timeouts. That's going to leave them with just one remaining here in this fourth quarter.
Now it's 2nd and 9. Once more, Gibson.
And he is into the end zone for a Washington touchdown.
Antonio Gibson, his first rushing touchdown of the year. And the Commanders have broken this deadlock and have taken the lead here in the fourth. The extra point by Sly is up and good.
And the lead is now 21-14.
Kick team out there for the Commanders as they send this one away. This one taken just inside the 10.
Now a crease here as he's past the 30.
And all in all, a pretty solid return. Nearly got it to the 35. They'll mark him down officially at the 34.
The Browns drive about to get started.
They now trail by 7 after that last touchdown here in the fourth quarter. What a big spot for this offense. See if they can cobble something together on this drive.
So one play, and they're already just shy of midfield. Running with Hunt here out of the shotgun. And he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up. 2 yards on the carry there. It'll be 2nd down.
Fourth quarter, down to the final 2 minutes, and we've got a one-score game.
So the Browns in possession of the football here as we get you reset. They come up on a 2nd down now in a game that looks like it's going to go down to the wire. Now a play fake, and it's Watson. And he wisely will throw that one away. I see you nodding your head up and down. It's a very petty decision at this stage of the game. Out of the pocket, nowhere to go. Just get rid of it.
That's a smart play because you're not worried about your completion percentage, and you're also not trying to force it into bad traffic as well. Throw the ball away, live to fight another down.
Watson to throw.
Completes it to Davis.
And they're going to mark him down short, maybe by about a yard, if that.
So the completion good for 7 there. And that'll bring up 4th down.
They got the completion. Now, they probably had 2 plays called in the huddle, so they've got to get to the line of scrimmage, get set, and run their 4th down play.
Desperation time. Watson on 4th down. And it's going to be batted down. And we'll go the other way with a football. Well, their first 4th down attempt earlier was successful. This one backfires for a turnover on downs.
I like their aggressiveness. I like what they're doing. They got it the first time they went for it. Why not a second time? I don't think they'll be daunted from attempting it again. If you're on the defensive side of the ball, though, any 4th down stop is a big momentum play.
152 yards rushing for him now with a couple of touchdown runs to boot.
The Browns will quickly use their 3rd and final timeout as they get the stoppage with just over a minute to go in the game.
On 2nd down, here's Gibson again.
It's a gain of 8 there, and that should be enough to seal the victory.
Well, that's a carry they have to be satisfied with, and throughout this game, they've been satisfied with what he's given them. Whenever they've needed a big run, a 1st down, he's the guy they've turned to, and it doesn't matter what the defense thinks. They feel like they've got the confidence to keep handing it to him and keep picking up good yardage.